never rains at Autzen Stadium except for tomorrow.
Except for tomorrow. Make this, it's going to happen, right, Josh?
It's going to happen.
Okay. Well, I want us to see this rainbow before it goes away.
Before it fades away.
Right?
Yeah, so we are seeing a few breaks in the clouds. Don't let that fool you because, more wet weather is in store as we work our way deeper into the weekend. So, we are picking up on a few breaks between those rain showers as our temperature now falls back into the low to mid 50s. Rainbow view is a possibility, I would say, for maybe the next 15 minutes or so before the sun dips below the horizon. Of course, all of this coming after the low-hanging clouds, the heavy rain showers making their way across the Pacific Northwest. Much of the same is expected with even stronger winds as we move our way into tomorrow. So with all of this active weather, if you happen to have a photo or video you have shot today or even tomorrow, you can scan the QR code on your screen. That will direct you to KOIN.com, where we can give a better picture of what's happening in your area with the rest of the Pacific Northwest. As our rain gauges are approaching almost 2 inches out towards Astoria, more than a ½ inch for us up and down the I-5 corridor, and these numbers are only going to continue to grow as we dive our way deeper into the weekend. So the brunt of that rain system now just starting to peel its way out of the Willamette Valley, seeing some clearing out along the coast, but it's short-lived. You can see this next band of moisture tracking its way from the west to the east. That is going to be an ongoing trend through the rest of the night, with a few dry moments at the next moment will be rainy as those winds are cooperating with us right now, single digits through the Portland, Vancouver metro area. But watch as we put things into motion, moving our way into tomorrow afternoon, a strong onshore flow, wind gusts potentially nearing 60 to 65 miles per hour, a very real potential for the metro area. We're talking maybe even closer to that 50-mile-per-hour mark, even here in those valley locations. Sunday, we see improvements with the winds slowly tapering back, but still breezy at times, just not as strong as what we anticipate to see on Saturday. So for much of the day on Saturday, high wind warnings, wind advisories in effect from the coast to the valley and even on the east side of the Cascades as scattered power outages. That potential grows because we're going to be putting more moisture on already saturated land. And that means a lot of our root systems with some of our larger trees are going to be loosened up a little bit. They won't have as strong of a footing to fight against some of those 60 to 65 mile per hour winds. So on top of that, we're losing a lot of the fall foliage piling up on our roadways mixed with the wet weather. Give yourself a little extra distance because it's going to take longer to slow your vehicle down in those type of road scenarios. And also keep those storm drains clear to help reduce the threat of urban flooding. And speaking of flooding, although it's going to be very isolated in nature, it is a possibility. Turn around, don't drown, because it only takes about 6 inches of moving water to knock you off your feet. All right, let's time everything out here with our futurecast. There you go, the widespread precipitation still anticipated for early Saturday morning. Now watch as we move our way into the afternoon. They become a little bit more scattered, if not even isolated in pockets. So where you see those little yellow, orange, and red locations, that's where we could have an isolated severe thunderstorm start to crop up as heavy snow encompasses much of the high terrain of the Cascades. And then Sunday, expecting just to hold on to a few of those scattered showers. Now, I mentioned that severe weather threat. We're talking about a marginal risk. That's about a 1 out of 5 chance of seeing small hail, even upwards of about an inch in some locations in diameter. So that's quite large. That's all, of course, a potential as this active weather continues with our atmospheric river. Rain gauges are going to continue to fill up as we move our way into Sunday. We're talking about an additional 2 inches of very real possibilities. Snow elevation levels fall back close to about 3,500 feet for us. That's where winter weather advisories are in effect. We are talking about almost a foot of snow for some of those mountain pass locations. So you need to be cautious if you are heading up in elevations. Tonight, a few scattered showers bring us down to 48 degrees. That KOIN 6 weather alert, it does remain in place for Saturday. A slightly drying and warming trend arrives by the middle of next week, and already seeing Halloween in our forecast. That's where I'm tracking a storm system just off the coast. We got to time things out, wait a few more days.
Okay.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
There is a very slim chance.
Might want a waterproof Halloween costume.
Yes, have a backup.
All right, we'll be back.